Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another collective tarot reading for you guys. And I pulled your current energies and I got the Desert, the Queen, and the Threshold. And then I also rolled dice. It's like astrology dice. And I got first house with Uranus and Cancer. So if you want to go look up what first house Uranus and Cancer is, that's also something that I got called to do for you guys. Okay, so with the Desert card, there may be this feeling like I don't know, it's like the Desert card may be how you're currently feeling, but I feel like you're on the threshold of jumping into like a new place. I'm hearing a new timeline. So when we're in the desert, it can feel like there's no water around. It can feel just desolate, like dry, not feeling like, I don't know, I guess there's this feeling of like not being at home within yourself. And what I was reading about the Desert card in the book was that with the Desert card, there are like, it talks about if you can turn towards the desolate and turn towards that feeling of feeling like you're in the desert, you can find hidden truths and visions and beauty also in being in the desert. Because I think that the way Spirit wants me to put it is like when we don't have maybe even anything externally, or we're feeling like in need of water and we're not getting what we need as nourishment, what that can do is if you can turn towards that in yourself, you can nourish yourself during the desert. And that is the goal, right? It's like not needing any like external validation or external things to make you feel loved. And I do feel like with the desert, there is this feeling of being stripped down, like stripped away, like the things that are not necessary right now are being stripped away. I feel like it's things that you're deciding to strip down. For some of you, it could be things that are being stripped down from you, because sometimes that can happen. I'm seeing the Tower now. But I do feel like the Queen is what grounds you, okay? Right? The Queen is what's going to ground you here. So it is stepping into your sovereignty, stepping into what makes you feel good about yourself, stepping into the innate power within you is what I'm hearing. I do feel like the Threshold card is really making me feel like it's like the Fool and the Chariot together. There is this feeling of like wanting to move, but feeling like stationary, like not able to fully jump yet. And like, that's okay. It's like, wow, sorry, I'm getting so much. So when we're on the threshold of something, we can be thinking a lot about like where we want to go and how we want to move and like what choices we want to make. And I do feel like there is that feeling right before you jump. You know what I mean? Like right before you leap to something new, or leap into a new identity, or leap into a new relationship, or leap into a new job, whatever it is, I feel like it's a lot more internal than it is external for a lot of you. So right before you leap, right, there's going to be that feeling of like anticipation. And I am feeling that with the threshold, like of this wanting to move and needing to move and wanting to jump, but kind of not feeling ready yet. And it's like, can you sit in the feeling of not feeling ready, and can that be okay? Because that is a space of growth is what I'm hearing, but also like a place of deep reflection that you can move into. I do feel like this desert may be permeating these other two energies that you are feeling, the threshold energy and the Queen. I do feel like there's a deep want to move into water. And again, that is like what Spirit wants to go back into, like, okay, like how can you water yourself? How can you nourish yourself when you're feeling like you're in the desert of your life is what I'm hearing, or like in yourself. I don't know. There's a wanting to reach for something, right? I keep getting that. So there's the hand here, right? And then there's a hand here with a snake wrapped around it. Oops. So what I think this is talking about is that both can bring places of transformation. Being in the desert can bring places of transformation, and being in your Queen energy can bring places. It's like almost like I'm getting these two distinct energies. Like I feel like I'm in the desert, but I also am feeling my power and my sovereignty. And it's almost like maybe there's a transformation going on within both of these energies for you. And I do feel like this jumping off point is kind of like taking both of the transformations that you've learned with the desert and the Queen and jumping into your new timeline or new space or new wherever you're wanting to go with both of those things, kind of the transformation or the end result of both of those energies within you. It's very deep. I'm like, okay, because it's like I'm trying to make sense of it, and you may be trying to make sense of how you're feeling, and it may be very difficult. So I am going to pull, do you want the Fountain Tarot? I'm going to pull some, I wanted to go with the desert and see what's going on with the desert, because I was like, okay, what is this about? Because I was seeing 9 of Cups with the desert, which I think is just calling to say like, okay, how do I love myself when I'm feeling really down? How do I love myself when I'm triggered? How do I love myself when I'm feeling stripped down, like from everything that maybe brings me comfort? Because I don't know why there's this lack of feeling comfort within the desert. There's something about loss coming through. I don't know. The desert. Let's see what you're feeling. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Coins, or 4 of Pentacles. There is a feeling of being held back from an opportunity, or holding yourself back from an opportunity that you want to go for. Feeling like you can't make moves. See, 9 of Wands is crossing sideways, both Ace of Coins and 4 of Coins. So there's something that I feel like you want to go after, but you're feeling held back from it. Why are they feeling held back? Planning. There's planning that's going on. Page of anxiety. Okay. So there's a deep curiosity within you. There's a deep want to move, but you're feeling held back in some way. And this desert energy is, I think, what's permeating the ability to move forward is the feeling of lack, okay? Because when I was tapping into the desert, I saw 5 of Pentacles, which is like feeling left out in the cold, which is like an interesting, like it's really hot or it's really cold, but you're kind of both feeling like not in the know, I'm hearing, or like not in the ability to move, not able to go for some reason. But there is a deep want to move. I think the anxiety of feeling like you're going to get hurt is probably permeating whatever situation this is. I definitely feel like the anxiety and the fear is what's holding you back. But there's a genuine Page of Wands, which is like childlike curiosity, wanting to put energy into something, wanting to go after this fire that you're feeling. A Knight of Wands sideways, it's like you really want to move, but you're feeling held back from an opportunity because of your anxiety. And that's what's permeating this feeling of the desert. That's what I'm getting the most. What's the advice for this? Let me see. I gotta shuffle. What's the advice for the desert? I'm hearing move slowly, or you may feel like you have to move slowly. The desert. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, I just said that. I swear. I love it. Thanks, Spirit. I love it when that happens because I'm like, oh, confirmation. The advice. Okay, so we got 5 of Pentacles. Sorry. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. 9 of Cups. I swear. I called 9 of Cups too, guys. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. So the advice is 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, King of Swords, and 9 of Cups. Okay. So how do you heal the part of you, the fear, and the fear of being left out in the cold? This is about looking on the horizon with a decisive, okay, this is about decisively moving towards your 9 of Cups. Now, 9 of Cups is not about like what you get with someone else. It's what you get within yourself. It's loving yourself. It's nourishing yourself. It's feeling like you have enough cups that like, okay, I love that Tarot Doc talks about this. So like the 9 of Cups is what you get with yourself. And the 10 of Cups is what you get with somebody else. So if the person leaves and takes their 10 of Cups with them, you're only losing 1 cup, right? Because you have 9 of Cups by yourself. So the King of Swords is about decisive action, stepping into your 9 of Cups. It's like, how do you nourish the part of you that feels the 5 of Pentacles, which is like feeling left out in the cold, not feeling like you're good enough, fearing like what's going to happen in the past is going to happen again. It's very human. It's very normal. But what's most important here is how do you give back to yourself? How do you love yourself with these fears, like with the fear, because they're very real. The fears are real. It's not like it's going to happen. It's just the fears that you're feeling are real. And how can you tend to those fears so that you can, and again, this is about what you need for yourself. It's not about what you need with someone else. So this is about, again, on the horizon, loving the part of you that's feeling scared and left out in the cold, stepping into being the King of Swords, which is like decisive action, but also like boundaries and taking action in like a decisive way, but from a place of like strong logic and intellect. But again, into your 9 of Cups, which is like your emotional self. You're feeling like, again, like, how do I explain this? It's just like loving yourself and nourishing yourself and choosing things that make you feel nourished and make you feel like your best self. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the Queen. What's going on with the Queen? It's very interesting. The desert, it's, wow, okay. The Queen, 7 of Wands, persevering in your power is what I'm hearing. King of Wands, 7 of Cups. This is like persevering past the confusion because we have a queen and a king now. What's the Seven of Cups about? Nine of Coins. Wow, we have two nines. Nine of Cups and Nine of Coins. Okay, so the queen is about, even if you feel confusion, persevering through the confusion and stepping into your power. And again, this is Nine of Coins is what you get with yourself, but this is like resources and like money can be money, but it's feeling financially and energetically abundant. That's what the Nine of Cups is, or Nine of Coins is. Nine of Pentacles, technically. So there is confusion. I still don't understand why there's confusion. Why is there confusion, Spirit? Why is there confusion? Ace of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Pentacles is here and here. Ace of Pentacles. They're very connected, whatever this is. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Okay. I feel like we're going back to the same situation. I think what's most important is stepping into the opportunities that make you feel like you are loving yourself. Like genuinely, that is like a blanket. What makes you feel aligned? In confusion, what makes you feel aligned? And like this is also like cutting through the fog of confusion and seeing clearly. You may be feeling walled off right now, protective of yourself. We have the Nine of Wands. There's a decision that you're wanting to make, again, to go after an opportunity. It's your Nine of Cups and your Nine of Pentacles. I wish it was not so hot in here, guys. Every time. I'm like, oh my God. Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I want to see what the threshold's about. Threshold. Stepping into your sovereignty is what I'm hearing. Five of Swords. Okay. Eight of Cups. Queen of Swords. One more. Okay, Eight of Swords. Okay, Ten of Swords. Wow. All right. Okay. So, this is a lot of Swords energy, guys. Okay, so we've got Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, and Eight of Cups. So, the threshold is talking about walking away from something that makes you feel stuck, that makes you feel triggered, that had some type of betrayal, and it doesn't have to be betrayal, it had to do with some type of ending. This is about holding your boundaries, and it's also about walking away from what doesn't serve you. There's something about something in your life, okay, is making you feel stuck in a very Swords energy way. So this is going to be like stuck in your mind. You're like feeling super stuck in your mind. You're feeling super triggered. You feel like there was some type of painful ending that happened. I want to get more about what this is. What is this? What do they need to walk away from, Spirit Guides? Or what are they? The Tower. Oh, man. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so it has to do with something that was already standing, something that you put energy into. Seven of Pentacles is like, okay, what you've already put energy into, what you've already invested in some way, something that had a foundation of some sort. There was some type of tower in that foundation. Something happened. Some of you, this could be a fear of what someone else is going through that I see. A fear, the Tower could be a fear that someone's walking away and there was an ending of some type because of them feeling triggered and stuck. That's for some of you, not all of you. Okay. I want to get the advice. Which one? This one or this one? That one. Okay, what is the advice for all of this? I feel like this is a lot. Seeing beyond the rose's kiss. This is Spirit asking you to look beyond what your mind is telling you. That's what I really feel. Spirit is telling you to look beyond what your mind is telling you about certain things. Our mind can lie to us. It can, and it does, because of fears and our ego needing to be safe. And this is about not maybe placing so much importance on your thought space and maybe getting connected to your heart more. This is, again, getting connected to your Nine of Cups and your Nine of Pentacles. What makes you feel aligned? What choices make you feel aligned? What choices make you feel like you're choosing yourself and loving yourself? What choices do you make that you're making? Do you feel like where you're putting into your stability, your abundance, your feeling of being, I'm hearing being practical. I don't know why that's coming through. Okay, what's the advice for all this? I need advice. I'm like, I feel this feeling like you may feel very stuck. A Grand Symphony. It is what it is. There's something deeper going on here, you guys. I am feeling that. There's something, a deeper cosmic alignment. Alliance is what I'm hearing. Waking the Lion, Leo energy on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is connecting you to, wow, it just got super dark in here. Interesting. Well, okay, so this is about getting connected to your darkness in a way that where you're seeing it and facing it head on, loving yourself through the darkness, and that is going to give you Waking the Lion, which is Leo energy, which is your strength, your power. We have a Wish Upon a Star. This is about you getting connected to your inner child and what they're feeling and what they're wanting. It is what it is. This is kind of, I feel like, the mind space. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm just gonna leave it. Like, I hear you. Get connected to your heart and what your soul is telling you, because I do feel like a lot of the issues right now that you're feeling are very much so from your mind telling you what it is or what it isn't. And I'm telling you, like, if your mind is saying like this is what it is, it may not be that. So be open to a grand symphony, be open to the higher wisdom, be open to what your heart is telling you. Maybe you feel triggered from something that happened. Maybe you're worried about what's going to happen. Maybe you're worried about, how am I going to move through this? How am I going to love myself? And how am I going to, how do I see the bigger picture? Because I do feel like what Spirit wants to emphasize right now is seeing the bigger picture. That's what the most important thing is. The bigger picture for you. Think about long-term stability. Think about long-term emotional fulfillment. That will help you. Long-term emotional fulfillment, long-term emotional and financial and physical stability. What are those things for you? And again, I do feel like your soul is being called to something higher. And some of you may not know exactly what that is, but some of you do. So there's something about a call. You're feeling a call towards something. I'm seeing a line, so the thread. I'm seeing a thread that's connecting you, and you're like pulling on the threads bit by bit to try to get to, but it's small. Like the thread is tiny, but you're pulling on it. So like, this process, this whole process, I feel like is getting you connected to what that thread is and to continue pulling on that thread to get to where you need to go. Okay, you guys got this. I think that's all I have for you guys, and I will see you guys next time.